Hello. Today we are going to start here. We ended here in this table with 4.54, and we had some explanation over the numbers. Now today I wanted to complete this one, and will mark the end of this series. So the what I did to understand it better. Sometimes what happens when you try and change the format, you tend to get a better insights. Let's say when you make a graph and you read in numbers. So what you read in numbers, the insights that you gain, those are equally valuable. But when you turn those numbers into graph form, the insights that you get becomes you actually tend to see the results and patterns more uh, in a more you can say they become highlighted. So what happened here, uh, this data, all this data, it was written in the horizontal form here. It started from here and went from here. So what I did, I picked one of the lines here, this one, let's say assuming this one, and I converted all this data, transposed it into the vertical form here. So this cane number I have got from here, and this sugar number I have got from here, this one, and this is the sugar recovery rate here, and this is the 4.3. So that was horizontal, and this is the vertical. So I've just changed the format. I've converted it from I've transposed it from horizontal to vertical. So to have a visible and better insights. So what I did, and then I reduced them to number so that they become readable. So I changed 17.8 billion to 17.8 billion kin instead of writing the whole number. So what happens is when things are very a lot expended a lot, you cannot find the comprehend it better. But when you try to make it shrink, make it contract and compose, and then you are able to see the full picture. So this is what I aim to achieve here. So when I converted this data in the vertical format, I tried to do some explaining here. So this was the main point here, which I arrived at. The one, and this was the point 4.2 billion in terms of value that I discussed in 2 or 3 videos ago, like in video I think 33 or 32. I discussed this 4.2 billion value there, and I had not come to this point until I had not thought of it when I was drafting that horizontal table. Until I reached this point, I've converted that horizontal into the vertical format, and then I tried to shrink the numbers to understand better, have better insights, and then I did some explaining here, and then I arrived on that this point here, that there is a difference of paisas on the smallest numbers, 4.3 to 4.54, and the difference is 0.241 pesos. And when you multiply this difference of 0.241 pesos with the total sugar cane numbers in quantity, you're going to get PK of 4.2 billion. Uh, that means in terms of value. And when you convert that value, you're going to get 988, that we have also seen in the that I've also discussed and worked in video, I think 32 or 35. 32 or 33 perhaps. And then this 988 shows the quantity of sugar canes in terms of millions, which is equivalent to 4.2 billion in value, increased value, with difference of 0.241 pesos. Now once I completed this format here, I realized this point, and then I went to work from the very beginning when I made this video and the first video, and then I made several videos, and I had not realized this point of 4.2 billion in value, although I have done it by changing into converting the format and doing all this visual work here, but I had not realized it until I made all those videos. And actually because I also learned along the way, because this was too confusing. So even I myself learned it along the way and found that this value point very you can say essential and insightful. And other things that I came across, well, when I did this calculation of in terms of value, was that the difference of indicative cane cost price and the cost price that we calculate in reverse. Let's say mills say they use 10 kg cane to make 1 kg of sugar, and that 1 kg of sugar costed them 45.41 rupees. And that 45 point from that 45.41 rupees, when we calculated per kg price, we got this 4.541 per kg sugarcane price of for the mill after they have made the sugar from that cane. But before they have made the sugar from that cane, the price was 4.3. So this difference in 0.241 pesos is calculated in terms of value, and that I also got to know when I made all these videos. So this is the end, and I have also irrespective of this one, I also concluded here with reference to the sugarcane recovery rate price that we did, the 4.751, to where we included that sugar recovery rate, and we did more calculations in the reverse calculation to get the robust number. Also, one of the thing that this 10.65 sugarcane recovery rate would not be same for all the mills. So let's assuming this is the cane data of all the sugar cane produced in the mills of the Sindh. So every mill of the Sindh will, this is the total number, and per average mill number is 589 million, you can say in kgs, but 589,000 metric tons. In metric tons it's 589,000. In million, in kgs it's going to be 589 million, because you're going to multiply 589,000 with 1000 kgs to convert that into kgs amount. So that's going to be 589 million for the per mill, that average. So now every mill is going to have a different sugar recovery, because they're going to purchase different canes, cane in amount in terms of quantity, and then they are going to produce different amount of sugar from that, and they each mill would have their own uh, you can say recovery rate. When that recovery rate is determined for each mill, then we can calculate the sugar they are producing, quantity of sugar and the cane, and that would be the accurate number to imply what is the value. Now this is the collective value, 4.2 billion, but we would not know until we know actually how many mills took how many canes to produce 1 kg of sugar, what amount of cane they purchased, and they were able to produce what amount of sugar from it. Because it is possible, if one mill is able to purchase 100 kgs of cane and they are able to make sugar of, let's say, 11 kgs from it, this it indicates that the variety of sugarcane is of high quality. But the another mill, they also buy the same 100 kg of sugarcane, but they are able to produce only 10 kgs of sugar. So that indicates and tells us that it may vary different for every mill, and our results can differ. So having a robust data for all the mills, historical data, and then you analyze it and makes the opinions on it, research-based opinion and frameworks and the procedures, including policies, and then you're going to achieve better results in terms of the output that you see in your economy, agriculture economy. So the points here that I wanted to read here: per kg cane cost difference shows increased value, that is PKR 4.2 billion, and that we have just discussed, 4.2 billion here. And this is the end. The second point that I've written is this is the end. And this I have concluded here, and that was all for. Thank you so very much.